Hi, it's Jerry with I Love RV Life. Today I'm going to share a new product that Joan and I found that makes it a little easier for us to be able to level our camper. You know, you pull into one of those sites and it's a little bit wonky on one side. This thing really works great. Well, hi, it's Jerry. A few weeks ago, Joan and I pulled into a campsite, nice paved area. We were really excited. It looked like it was relatively level. But once we got the camper to the back, wow, it was almost 3 inches different one side to the other. Now, I know 3 inches doesn't sound like a lot, but you know, the doors don't close well, the refrigerator doesn't close well, and every time you're walking, you know, front to back to the camper, you know, you can tell that, you know, you almost feel like a sailor at sea. You know, it just isn't comfortable. And just sometimes just lifting the wheels up just a little bit helps. Well, in most instances, I carried around a couple 2x6 blocks, and that has served me well for a couple years. And I've had 2 or 3 instances over the last year to where we needed about 3 inches. Now look at this. I did my best with blocks of wood and trying to get this thing up to about 3.5 inches. And it was an absolute mess. This didn't work out worth a flip. As a matter of fact, even one of the boards busted when I tried to deal with it. So when we left the campground, we decided there's got to be a better way. And there is. We looked at several different products, talked to some friends, did a little bit of research, and we found one I think that's going to really work well for us. This is a camper leveling system by a company called Beach Lane. You can buy this product in a number of different locations. I'll make sure in the show notes at ilovervlife.com you'll be able to have a link for this if you're looking for something like it. This thing is really, it's solid. I don't know if you can hear that or not. There are some holes in here. I'm not quite sure why the holes are in there. And it also has this, used to call it skateboard tape, this kind of a rough tread tape, kind of sandy. And as you back the camper over it, especially if you're in a bit of a damp surface or on some gravel or something like that, if you don't have this, these things have a tendency to skid backwards and not lock in, and once your tire gets on top of this, it blocks. But I'll show you, I'm going to actually level the camper with this, and it's very, very simple. You put this behind your wheels. It also comes with this, that once you roll your wheel up on it, and it'll be something like this depending on the amount of height, then you slip that up underneath the back side of the unit, and it acts as a chock to keep your camper solid. So I've got the camper hooked up to the ton truck, and I'll show you how these things level. It's super, super easy. So I pulled out my trusty level, and I can see here that we're off roughly about 1 inch to level this thing up. Not that much. This is not a really bad spot. We've got the diesel running, and again, this side is not that bad. And these go in here just like so. If your tires are a little bit closer, you can cut up to 4 inches of one of these off to make it fit a little better. And we're going to put this guy like so, just kind of center it in the tire. And we're going to ease back on it and see what it's going to take. And we checked with the level. We're perfectly level. Now we're going to take the chocks, set them under here like so. And that's all it is to it. Now that we've got the levelers up underneath the tire, you can see how nice they fit, and then you can see how the chock fits to the front. And they say that you can go up to about 3.5, 4 inches. That would be pretty high on these wheels, but it's nice to have that much margin. Normally 2 to 3 inches works for most of the places that we're at. But nice fit. You can see it's centered to the tire, so you don't have to worry about putting any stress on the wheels. It's nice system. I like it. Super, super, super easy. Wow, that was simple, wasn't it? You know, when using the boards, you never had an exact way to be able to determine how high you needed to raise your camper or raise your fifth wheel, or even you can even use these on Class Cs. The challenge is, you know, how high do we need to be able to get it? So I set a set of boards down, I back up, we put the level on. Oh dear, I've got to put in a second set. You pull forward, you put the second set in, you back up again. Oh no, it's not enough. Now you got to do this kind of Lego thing where you have to build a ramp with a pile of these boards, and it never works well. They slide, they break, they bust. It's quite a challenge. With this system, it's just simple. You slide it in the back, it gets you a spotter with a level, just ease right back and you're done. It just literally takes seconds. My only regret about this product, yeah, you probably guessed it, I just wish that I would have bought it sooner. Super, super simple. So why do I do this type of stuff? You got it. It's because I love RV life.